What's going on, people? King Rich is back again with another video. Yeah, big up to all the old subscribers, new subscribers. Yeah, hey, listen, we are going to react to a video from a YouTube channel by the name 8 at the Table. And basically, a woman on this podcast, she states that 80% of men are below average. I think this is a very interesting talking point because for me personally, I think that most women find most men unattractive. So it pretty much goes along with that thought process. So yeah, let's jump into this reaction. Please like the video, leave a hype, leave a comment, let me know what you think, support me in the algorithm, and yeah, let's see what we got, and let's go.
If you look at a man's DMs versus a woman's DMs, an average woman DMs is flooded. Yeah, she could be a 5. She's flooded. Whatever she is, you know, it's fine, but it's flooded. A man DMs, someone like,
say mine.
My man's over here, Pretty Ricky, or just an attractive man, right? Even someone, a celebrity, his DMs even, is not even as flooded as an average woman, and those are facts. So yeah, there was statistics done on Tinder actually, and it showed that 80, actually a little bit higher, I believe 90% of women found on Tinder that 90% of women found 90% of men unattractive, but vice versa, men found like 80% of women attractive. Make sense? So naturally, women just have options. Women run the dating market when it comes to attracting a man. That's what I truly believe. So since men and women are different, I think that it's differences of getting a man getting a woman and a woman getting a man. I truly think that for a woman to get a man is very easy. I think women play the dating game on easy mode when it comes to attracting a man. So I'll speak about the men first. So for a man, I think...
Let me just say this from the top. These women do not give a damn. They don't care. All right? They do not care. So everything that this guy is talking about how, dating is on easy mode for women, it's hard for men, most women find most men unattractive, whereas most men find most women attractive. Bro, they don't care, bro. They only care about their point of view and what's going on with them. They only care about the men that they find attractive, which are in the vast minority. That's all they care about. They don't care about how difficult it's going to be for the men they find unattractive. Those men don't exist to them. They're non-entities in their mind.
I truly believe a man has to put his best foot forward first and work on himself first. So a man has to, get in the gym, make more money, become more competent, just fully self-improve himself first. And then that way he'll have a better probability of attracting the person that he wants. For a woman, in order for her to get the person she wants, be beautiful, be feminine, understand the opposite gender, understand what they want in you. I believe that we live in a society nowadays where most people don't know what the other person wants in them. So yeah, you may know what you want, but you may know what you want, but do you really know what that person wants in you? Because that's how you retain the relationship. So yeah.
I say, like, a lot of people want certain things, right? Now, the real understanding is knowing whatever you want, do they want to be with you or do they want to experience you, and vice versa?
AKA, what he's saying to these women is that, do the men that you like actually like you, or do they just want to smash? That's what you need to understand, because a lot of women, they have so many options, but what they don't seem to realize is that most of these options are just for willy, are just for dick appointments, and that's it. And they don't understand that all attention is not good attention, but to them, they just see it as that they're like walking celebrities. I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, they, again, at the end of the day, they only really care about that small percentage of men that they find exceptionally attractive.
Because a lot of people say they want this person, they experience this person, and then try to jump ship because they realize that it's not what they actually want. So I would first say, in my opinion, which is a theory, because it has been backed by some facts. You like that, Marie?
She said, depends on what you're going to say next.
She's waiting for the.
Let me just say another thing about these kind of shows. And you know me, I 3 years ago, I had a very successful podcast where I was talking to loads of women, like hundreds and hundreds of women, right? Like, most of these women, when they come on these shows or they listen to this kind of material, literally the information just goes through one ear and comes out the other. They are not going to register any of these truths or reality until they get to a point where their options have now disappeared. Yeah, that's why you notice a lot of times it's older women who usually are more down to earth and are more reasonable to talk to and reasonable to understand what it's like being a man and you know, just regular reality. But while these women are in their prime or while these women are relatively still attractive, etc., bro, they're not listening. They don't care. They literally don't care, bro. Like, they're still going to believe whatever they believe until their options disappear. Simple as that.
I would say, understand why you want what you want. A lot of times we want somebody because we're told that's what we should have. You know what I'm saying? You want that man with money because you're told you want a man with money, but nobody.
Yo, big up to hold on. Just gonna find you quickly. Find your name. Big up to the United fan for the super chat. I see you, my bro. Thank you.
It told you how a man with money acts, and nobody told you the requirements of a man with money. You want that girl who's a bad chick. Nobody told you what she comes with, but you want it because it looks good. You want it because the outside influences have convinced you that that's what you should have. So you need to know what you really want for yourself. Like, if I said, yo, Rico, what do you want in a woman?
Bro, I could tell you what most modern women want, bro. They want a really handsome, attractive guy. Like, hopefully, he will be very, very tall. Hopefully, he'll have a 15-inch willy. Hopefully, he'll be a millionaire, but doesn't work a 9 to 5. And he has some kind of street element to him as well, hood element, criminal element to him. But at the same time, he's very, very intelligent and smart and will be a great dad. And she can feel exceptional because all the other women want him, but he only is going to be committed to her. Like, that's what these modern women want. They want a super Chad or Tyrone who is rich, who is going to be a simp for them. That's literally what they want, bruh. That's it. Like, let me know. Did I leave anything out? You guys in the chat, did I leave anything out? Big up to Daniel for the super chat as well. He says, life's good till Palpatine ends up knocking on your door. Yeah, bro, they're living their best life. You know, life is just a fun fair until, you know, they're too old to get on the rides now. But anyway, let's carry on.
I want an understanding woman. I want a receptive woman. You know, these are just some of the things that I want. Well, I have to understand that some women may not possess that. Some women may. But now, some women that possess that might be, okay, well, if you want a woman that's very receptive, very, you know, understanding, then you might have to provide 100% of the bill. So if I'm saying, yo, I want a girl to go 50-50, that's not also within the woman that I want. So we have to really understand what we want, why we want it, and then what it comes with. You know what I mean? That's just my theory.
Is it only me, or like, have you noticed that a lot of times these kind of guys, when they're talking to these type of women, the way they sound is like they're talking to a child, bro. Like they're trying to make a child understand basic concepts. Like, now I'm not saying these women are children, but I'm saying when a lot of these guys are trying to break down, like, you know, dating dynamics to women, it's like, it sounds like they're talking to a child, bro. Like, not like they're talking to grown adults. And the reason why I think it's like that is because, as I said, a lot of times when this information is being shared with these modern women don't care. They only care about their point of view. They only care about what they want. And that's it. And what do you notice about kids? Kids tend to be like that as well. They only see the world from their point of view and they only care about what they want. Oh, God.
It's not even opinion no more. Amanda, let me ask you this question, right? Do you feel like in your life you've had somebody that you actually wanted?
I ain't come across that yet. But there is somebody that I desired that had a lot of potential. And how did I get that person? Let me see. What were the steps? It is Facebook. How did you know?
Because you knew him already.
Wait, you told us I
You be double
yeah.
backing.
And
Like
I have
2 weeks
to.
ago.
I had to with this one, man.
You had to put in work.
I didn't put in a lot of work, to be honest. I've had a crush on this guy. Like I've always been attracted to him I met him back when I was like maybe in middle school, maybe even like starting of high school, somewhere like along those years. But shut up, because I knew there was gonna be a comment over there. I knew it was.
She's like,
I thought it was gonna be Rico, but you shaded me. But then there was actually a time that I saw him at an event and we were older and I was just like, wow, like I had a conversation with him. I was like, oh, he's doing good things. Like I wanted to experience him. I was actually in a relationship though, so I had to wait.
Wow. This woman is talking about some Tyrone that she knew from high school. And then years and years later, even while she's still in a relationship, she still wanted to sleep with this guy. That is dark. So obviously, she put this other random guy on a higher pedestal than her own man. And she's talking about she had to wait. She had to wait to end her relationship or get out of a relationship so she could go and sleep with that guy. That's crazy, bro. And I'm sure this guy was tall, attractive, and now it's even more intense because he's got like things going on for himself. Crazy.
But I kind of
Are you
Doesn't even make
on the
sense.
demise of your relationship?
pretty much.
no, I
Should've
didn't.
just
I
cheated.
waited. I waited until it was done. It was actually soon
Did you
done.
help it be done?
No.
She put
No.
it into motion. Yeah.
Manifestation.
Manifestation, actually, because he fucked up on his own. We were done because of him. He did that on his own. Okay. But it was actually very easy because we already knew each other, like we had a mutual attraction. So seeing him that one time kind of just like gave it a little kick. Like we exchanged numbers and I actually never texted him until I was single because I was like, I don't want to talk to him and I have a boyfriend and he's just
Bruh, you're not smart. You're not slick. Yeah, you was in a relationship. You saw this Tyrone. You knew you wanted to give him your pussy. Yeah, that's why you exchanged numbers. Right? And you was just waiting for your relationship to end. That relationship was already doomed because you was already daydreaming and fantasizing about sleeping with this other guy. Like, come on, man.
going to think I'm not shit because if we get too deep in the conversation and it comes up and I have to say like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, he's going to be like, why the fuck are you texting me? And I was just like, this might be the one. So I'm going to wait. And yeah, I really did.
So, okay. So, did he text you or did you text him?
No, I texted him.
So, I love this. Goes back to what Rico was saying an episode ago or two about women being the hunters. So you were the initiator in the conversation for the one that you wanted.
Correct.
So you were the pursuer.
I was the pursuer. And actually, I'm always the pursuer in relationships that I actually end up in because usually when a guy is pursuing me, I don't have the same mutual interest. So when I actually do...
I told you these are theories based on facts.
Yeah. So listen to what this woman is saying, bro. She said that she's not usually interested in the men that are interested in her. Right? Usually. So that is most of the guys she doesn't find them to be attractive. But the problem is that the guys that she finds attractive don't find her attractive, or they're not giving her any kind of commitment or stability. This is a very common dynamic that you see in the world. Very common. She is seeking after top 20 or 10% men and disregarding all the others. She even had a boyfriend and was trying to hook up with this Tyrone that she knew from high school. Bro, like, this is sad, bro. This is sad work, bro. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's look at a few more videos quickly. Hold on. Let's look at something else quickly that I saw. All right, so this caption reads, "A lot of men don't realize they're unattractive." Wow. Wow is all I could say. So let's see what this woman's got to say.
Don't know that they're unattractive, and I was like, no, I think this is true. And I went to the grocery store today and I was just looking around at each man, because normally I don't look at men. I usually just act like they're invisible, but I actually was like, okay, let me look. And when I looked at majority of the men, not only were they not attractive, just like not at all, but like a lot of them were so unattractive that I was like, what's in the water?
Most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy in order to reproduce and have babies, but the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise.
I think most men are ugly these days, so.
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
Yeah.
the pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
What?
What makes a guy...
Oh my God, bro. That was so fast. Those clips of those women went by so quick. But did you see those women? Bro, let me reload it, bro. We need to reload it, bro. Because, like, this is wild. I'm reloading it, fam. Look at this one.
A lot of men don't know that they're unattractive, and I was like,
Look at this one, bro. Like, I don't know what she thinks she is to be coming out saying, oh, I didn't realize a lot of men are unattractive. Look at this one. Mid at best. Average at best.
no, I think this is true. And
Look. What is going on? This is what I'm saying. This is why this world is so messed up, because you got women who are bang on 5 or 4 threes talking about most men are unattractive. You're not attractive. Like, you're not, bro. Like, if I saw you, I would not even acknowledge you. Like, and it's not even me being mean. It's just I wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even get my attention. Like, this is crazy that you're talking like this. It's crazy.
I went to the grocery store today and I was just looking around at each man, because normally I don't look at men. I usually just act like they're invisible, but I actually was like, okay, let me look. And when I looked at majority of the men, not only were they not attractive, just like not at all, but like a lot of them were so unattractive that I was like, what's in the water? Like,
Look at this one. Look at this one. Wow. Big up to Daniel for the super chat. He says, who told her she was a baddie? Bro, like, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't understand. I don't understand why I haven't got enough likes. I should have just as many likes as people watching. Yeah? So if you haven't liked the video, here's the reminder. But look at this one on the screen. Look at... This one is crazy.
Most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy.
Look at this one. How dare you come out and start talking about most men are unattractive? Trying to go all scientific and talking about this and that and that and this, with all this metal hanging out of your nose. Like, all I'm thinking about is calorie deficit diet. Calorie deficit diet. Calorie deficit. I know calorie deficit diet would be something that we all should be talking about right now. And you want to talk about men being unattractive. You are crazy.
In order to reproduce and have babies, but the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise.
I think most men are ugly these days, so.
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
Yeah.
the pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
Wow, this one thinks she's a baddie. I fear I'm my man's first baddie. Like, the narcissism in you is just incredible, bruh. And even if let's say for argument's sake, you was the best looking woman he's ever had, why would you worry about that? Why would that be a thing for you to think about? That just goes to show the darkness in your character. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm the best looking guy he's had. Oh, that's an issue now. So now you're gonna start treating him bad, or you're gonna dump him to try and get some Chad or Tyrone that doesn't want you because you're not a baddie. You're not a baddie, bro. I don't know what you think this is. Mid. Again, another thing I would just literally not even acknowledge. This is crazy.
What?
What makes a guy easily unattractive? When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog.
Bruh, this is crazy, bruh.
Hey, man. Hey, it's really getting spooky out here, man.
Yeah, it is. It's actually insane. But let's keep it moving. Let's see what these ones got to say. Looks ratings. Yeah, what do these women rate themselves out of 10?
On a scale of 0 to 10, rate your own looks.
Face 6, body 9, total. That would be total 7.
We got A London for the super chat. He says, these rubbed out things making these types of videos kiss my teeth. I blame certain men, but also like and hype King Rich's videos. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. And yeah, bro, like, do you know what it is? It's because so many men are so desperate and thirsty. Like, they gas up women who are average or below average and make them feel like they are celebrities, superstars, gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm so lucky to be with you. When these women are actually just like, they're not nothing special at all. They're not all that. So when the average or below average women start believing that they are something special, then the whole game gets flipped upside down, bruh. And again, most women think most men are unattractive, whether it's by looks or just like, you know, just being an option in general. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy out here, bro. It's the simps. The simps ruined the world, bro. It's crazy. But anyway, let's carry on.
Face 10, body 10, total 20.
Wow, this one who's got tattoos all over the place. Psst. Again, like, this is mental, bro.
Face like 3, body maybe 4, total 3.5.
Wow, this one, I don't believe the ratings she's giving herself. I think that she's just trying to give herself low ratings so, you know, it makes her look like a more humble person. I don't believe that she thinks she's a 3.5. I don't believe her.
Face 8, body 6, maybe 7.
Wow, this one, bruh, you have aged out. What do you think you are? She put 7.2, bro. This one here, you're not even in your prime. Like this is crazy, bro. And yeah, you could get all the plastic surgery you want, but it don't matter. Like,
2, I put.
Okay, sure.
Body 8, face 8, and altogether rating 8.
Okay.
wow, she thinks she's an 8. This girl is any Becky, bruv. Any white chick you will see in the supermarket, in the shopping center. This one's saying she's an 8, bro. That's crazy, bro. And a lot of these things, they'll say that their body is like some high number just because they're not overweight. Literally, just because they're not overweight, they think that their body is an 8, a 9, or a 10. That's crazy. That's crazy. Your body's average. If you're not overweight, and you're not super skinny, you're actually just average. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Okay.
Same thing. 8 face, 8 body, spirit 10, 20.
She said spirit 10, 20. Wow.
I would say face 8, body 6, and then I would probably.
This one said her body's a 6, bro. Calorie deficit diet, bro. And you're saying 6 for, oh my God. She said her face is an 8 as well. Calorie deficit diet. That's what we need to be talking about. Not talking about you saying you're 8 and a 6, bro.
I would say let's balance 7.
Face 8, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next.
This guy is a joke, man.
I would say face 6, body 4, so total 5.
Wow.
And I would say face 6, body 6, total 6.
I disagree with quite a few of these ratings. No offense. Just give me a face rating out of 0 to 10.
When you were younger, I would have given you a little higher. I think
Right now.
you're a nice looking guy. There's nothing wrong with you. Your nose is a little big, but I'd say a 7.
4.
What about you?
5. I would say 5.
You would say 5?
I would also say 5.
You would also say 5. Now, interesting. Every single woman rated me lower than them. You gave yourself an 8. You gave me a 5. Do you feel you would be substantially settling for me?
I've dated guys that were 5s, so, you know.
So you gave yourself an 8. You gave me a 5. So do you feel as if we were dating, you would be, just on the looks front, you would be dating down?
I like ugly people sometimes.
No, but...
Wow. This chick here, calorie deficit diet, bro. Talking about I like dating ugly people. How dare you? How dare you? Bro, this is why dating is just so effed now. All these women at the table think they're bad bees. And even the one that said, oh, I think I'm a 3.5. She's lying. She thinks she's a bad bee as well. Bro, like, this is crazy, bro. It doesn't matter how overweight they are, how old they are. Just doesn't matter what they look like. It don't matter that. They just think they're all fabulous and superstars. But men now are, yeah, you're 5, you're average, or you're ugly, you're this, you're that, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Bruh. It's crazy, bro. And bro, to be honest, it's you guys out there, you simps out there, you made the world like this, bro. You made the world like this. Oh, women are queens, they're goddesses, they're to be worshipped. You're all beautiful. You know when you hear these guys on the Pop the Balloon or Find Love, when these women disrespect them or reject them or whatever, and then these guys always come back and say, oh, but you're so beautiful though. Yeah, I would definitely approach her if I saw her. This is after the woman's already just rejected you. Guys will be simping and giving them compliments. This is why the world is messed up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, see me, if a woman rejects me or disrespects me, you damn well know you're not going to get no compliment from me. You are an op now. Do you understand? Like, that's how I look at it. This is how I look at it when I'm dealing with women, bruv, yeah? Like, if a woman if I approach a woman, I try to talk to a woman, she rejects me, she's an op now, because there's nothing else we can do from this point. Like, we can't be friends, and you obviously think I'm beneath you, I'm below you in looks. Do you get what I'm saying? The only other way it can be reasonable is if she actually does have a man in her life. She has a partner. She has a boyfriend or whatever. But if it's just a fact of she's just, oh, nah, I'm not feeling you. I'm not interested. Blah, blah, blah. Well, obviously she thinks you're not good enough for her. You're not now. That's it. That's it. But anyway, it's crazy. Anyway, next one. Girls don't like good-looking men. Interesting. Let's see.
A reminder that girls don't like looks as much as you would think. A lot of guys think like, oh, all the hot guys, they probably just get every fucking girl. Like, yes, there are girls that will like maybe sleep with them, but
yeah, most of you will sleep with them.
They don't treat them like a boyfriend. I know it sounds weird, but I see this all the time where girls don't actually trust guys that are good looking. They're like, yeah, he's probably a douche though. Like, there's like this little part of them that doesn't fucking trust them, and they don't want to get close to them. Yes, maybe.
Yeah, but they are getting close to them because they open up their legs and take dick. So I don't know what you're actually talking about. They don't get close to them. They get as close as it gets. They let the man inside their body. They suck the guy's willy, bro. Like, I mean, how much closer do you want to get? You can't live inside him and he can't live inside you. So, like, these women, their logic is flawed, bro. It's flawed logic. The guy's good looking, I don't trust him, but I'm still going to sleep with him loads of times and be his booty call. But I don't trust him, though. so silly. Big up to A London for another super chat. He says, these wasteman simps have deluded these below par women, unfortunately. Yep, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Maybe if they're drunk, they'll make a mistake and hook up with them, whatever the fuck. But they don't see them.
No, it's not just when these women are drunk. They'll hook up with the Chads and Tyrones when they're sober as well.
As a boyfriend, I see it all the time because I'll be like around really good looking guys, and then the girls there, they're like, oh yeah, that guy, he's like good looking, but I don't know, there's just something about him, I don't know. And they'll talk to guys that are not even that attractive. Like, I have good looking guy friends that are always single, and it probably is like a horrible curse where it's just like girls will like throw themselves at him but not really take him seriously.
No, you've got it completely wrong. The guy is playing the field. Chad and Tyrone does not have to commit to any of these women because he has a roster. All right, he has a roster. He doesn't need to commit. He's single because he wants to be single. It's out of his choice. All right, because men are the ones that choose commitment and choose relationships, if you didn't know. So if you are Chad and Tyrone, you will notice that you will get a lot of women coming your way. Most of them will be like 6s and 7s out of 10. You know, maybe the odd 8. Yeah? And these women will be throwing themselves, they'll sleep with them very, very quickly. Maybe the day that you meet them. It's happened to me. I've met women, slept with them the first day I've met them. Do you get what I'm saying? And they'll do the most, etc., etc. And like at the end of the day, it's up to the man if he's going to get into any serious commitment with them. But really and truly think about it. If you're a man and you can attract all types of women, why would you commit to any of them? Why? Why would you do that? The only time Chad and Tyrone's going to commit is when he's tired of the game, when he's had enough of playing the field. When he's had enough bad experiences with crazy women. That's when he'll be like, you know what, let me pick a decent woman to just couple up with. And what you find is another thing is a lot of these Chads and Tyrones, they don't couple up with the most, oh my god, like beautiful chick. A lot of times they couple up with a woman that's just more normal looking, but she's actually a decent person. So the reason why Chads and Tyrones are single is because Chad and Tyrone chooses to be single. All right, it's not because the woman's thinking, oh, he's good looking, I'm going to sleep with him, but I'm not going to be in a relationship. No, those women want to be in a relationship, but they can't catch, man. That's what it is.
So it's kind of like a weird backwards thing. Yeah, they're like, I want a relationship, but none of the girls are, wanting that.
That's a lie. The women do want a relationship with Chad and Tyrone. They do. Yeah, that's why a lot of times the first thing they'll do is throw box at the guy. They'll give him vagina straight away. I don't know what this woman's talking about. She's chatting absolute rubbish. It's just airhead crap.
Don't just think it's looks. It's really not. Like, develop a personality you would fucking crush, and then also regulate your emotions. A man that could just speak calm, regulated, and not get angry or upset. You can get it. Yeah.
You see? Listen to how this woman's talking. And guess what? Did you notice she had a ring on her wedding finger? She might be engaged or she might actually have a husband, bro. And this woman's talking about good looking guys and yeah, if you can regulate the way you are, you can get it. That's crazy, bruv. That's mad, bro. And I'm sure you lot didn't catch that, but she had a band on her wedding finger, bro. That's crazy, bro. And this is what it is. It's all down to looks, bro. Looks is what gets you in the door. Looks can bypass a lot of nonsense, bro. If you're an extremely attractive man, Chad or Tyrone, bro, you don't even need to be making a lot of money, bro. In fact, you can even get women and be broke and be a Chad and Tyrone and still get attractive women. 6s and 7s primarily, predominantly. Yeah, and you might still be able to get 8s as well. Do you know what I mean? Because this is the thing, and I keep saying it to you guys, and I keep trying to make this point, and I want it to be clear to you guys, yeah? In the hierarchy of women, yeah, 6s and 7s are the ones that typically, prolifically chase Chad and Tyrone. Those are the ones that are throwing themselves at Chad and Tyrone, right? Then the 8s, 9s, and 10s, those women are typically throwing themselves at money man. Yeah. Now the 8s, They might sleep with a Chad and Tyrone here and there. In fact, they will sleep with a Chad and Tyrone here and there. Yeah. But that's never going to be like a long-lasting union because, you know, her primary objective is to get with a man with money. Right? And that's just what it is. That's what it is, bro. But yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy out here, man. I just want you lot to be very, very switched on when you are interacting with women, or, you know, you're observing the movements of women out there in the world currently. And yeah, bruh. Most of these women think most men are unattractive, bruh. That's just the facts. And these same women all think that they're fabulous. Even when a woman is clearly needing a calorie deficit diet, or she's hit the wall, you know, Senator Palpatine has already come and made the house cool. You know, they're still, oh my God, any guy would be lucky to get with you. And it's just a joke, bruv. You heard Senator Palpatine in the background laughing, bro. Yeah? But anyway, with that being said, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll be out back again with another video, yeah, later on. So yeah, you lot stay tuned. I'll be back again. Like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, hype the video if you can. If you can as well, hit the super thanks, help a brother out. And that's about it. You lot take care of yourselves. I'm out of here, and peace.